What up, peeps? Welcome to a trade video. This is stuff from over the weekend, and I believe this is all stuff from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but we have two collections at least that were dropped off that Colton is finishing up the second one right now, so we have plenty more stuff that we're going to be filming even just later today. So this particular trade video is probably a little bit longer than your average one. So we're going to start over here. We have a bunch of anime VHS, some pretty cool stuff. We also have a bunch of DVD and Blu-ray as well. There are a couple other like horror movies and some other stuff mixed in, but not a ton. It's mostly anime. These are the other ones here. Plus Zoolander on DVD. Bunch of Dragon Ball stuff and Batman as well. We then have the more inexpensive titles back here. Most of these are going to be under 15 bucks, with the exception of I think a couple like PS4, PS5, and Switch games, maybe some Xbox One. But these are all of the more inexpensive titles, stuff that does not go in the glass cases. And then anything with an orange spine like this, I'm sure you guys know by now, but these orange spines, those are disc-only copies with our custom printed artwork. We also have a bunch of manga here. We have some where there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then some other ones where we kind of just have a few random things here and there. We have some strategy guides here and a Big Trouble in Little China comic book. Then we have the more expensive titles laid out like this. We have Nintendo Switch games, some really awesome stuff in there. And we also have PS1, including some import stuff. Biohazard, Gradius, some cool stuff like that. I'm going to swing back up here because we do have two more expensive PS4 games here, and then also Mario Kart DS and a Game Boy player with the disc. Coming back down here, we have a Biohazard import for the Dreamcast. We also have some Sega Master System games. We don't get those super often. We have Elden Ring for PS5 and also some 360 games here. One factory sealed original Xbox game and then some PS2. This is a Klonoa 2 import. That game is way more expensive to get the North American version. We have this 3DS XL here with some dust on it, but in very good condition. And then Dead Rising 2 Zombrex Edition for 360. Then we have some Nintendo Wii games here. Couple duplicates, which is always nice. We always need more Mario Kart Wiis. We have Star Fox and Godzilla are both disc only here. That one's complete, 111, but 100 is yes game, and then 0 is no for box and manual. So this is the custom artwork that I have saved for Star Fox Assault, which I think is just so cool. So that's the one that we use, and it has our custom artwork on the back. But I love that one. Couple handheld games here, Pokemon Black 2. We have some Super Famicom games here. Good stuff. We have a couple sports games, and then we have the more expensive movie stuff here. One VHS, and then some DVD Blu-ray stuff. I pulled out the ones that were $25 or higher, but there were plenty mixed in, especially right here, that were 15 to 20 bucks. But overall, really awesome stuff here, but I do think that the clips coming up later in this video are going to be even better because this is a lot of okay stuff. There's some cool things mixed in, but there's nothing like crazy rare in here. But in the clips we have later, there is some pretty rare stuff and some really cool stuff that we do not get very often. So make sure you stick around.
Welcome to half of this weekend's trades. We got some fancy cheaper stuff on the back here. If you just saw my horrible, terrible short that I just recorded of this stuff, I do apologize. As always, you can pause and read the spines of this stuff back here. So, comic book, we've been getting a lot of collector edition strategy guides from Brady Games. I've never seen them before, so they are pretty cool. I did grab the Kingdom Hearts 2 one, so sorry to my fellow Kingdom Hearts fans, that one was mine. Got some nice Game Boy Color games here. As always, you can go to our website, doublejumpvideogames.com, where you can pick some of these up and we can ship them to you. Pretty nice selection of 64 games, a couple of Switch games, Wii U, PlayStation. We got all the good stuff. All the good stuff. I have no idea if this works. I think these are just collector's items now. I don't think they work anymore. Bye.
You know what? Let me show you all of the games that we've got this time, and then maybe you can buy them and you can help us make more room in this place. Because, oh my god. Yeah, some pretty cool stuff here today. Japanese PSP games. I really need to get back into learning Japanese because it's really cool, and I've also been falling behind on it. You know, it's really interesting how it truly does leave you if you don't study it, you know, all the time. What's that saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. Some PSP games here. These are so hard to see on camera. So I actually found out pretty recently that PSP, the UMDs, have these symbols on there that tell you whether they're a movie or a game. Can you tell the difference? Ah, I didn't see that. It's handy. Tales of Cilia. Now, I've played a little bit of this first game. I really liked it. I did feel like the characters didn't really fit the setting all that well. I do hear that Tales of Xillia 2 is a better game and absolutely worth it to play. I don't know if you would need to play the first game necessarily in order to play 2, but you would miss a lot of like lore and all of that, you know. Got a bunch of these things. I keep buying DVDs that we probably shouldn't take. You know, I've said it before, we try to focus on anime and horror, mostly because we don't have an awful lot of room. But sometimes we get in stuff like, you know, here, let's take another pass by over here. We've got anything Adam Sandler and Jack Black. I'm like, yeah, we can take it. We can take it. Look at that. Look, are those not the most sellable faces you've ever seen? And then this one, I actually didn't know the Blu-ray is like $60. The DVD, not so much. The DVD is still pretty down there, but I think it's just because DVD is old. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, if you see anything here that you're interested in, if you have any opinions on the Tales of Xillia collection, or if you have any stories about really expensive DVDs, let me know in the comments. And we'll see you guys another time.
Alright guys, got some trades to show you. We'll start over here with the awesome Godzilla toy. Very cool. And then got some PS1 here. Let's go from here down. Pretty cool. Got some Wii as well. And some GameCube. Single Xbox game there. Let's show these back here. That cool Akuma figure or statue. I don't know what it is, but very cool. Got some DVDs. Got some other games here. PS1 there. And right here we got some 3DS games. That Room Factory 4 is a pretty awesome game. If you like Stardew Valley, I highly recommend it. Got some games here. It's pretty cool. We go into like the collector's edition stuff over here, which is super cool. I mean, those PS3 games aren't special edition, but still cool. Got a 3DO game just sitting over here. That's weird. We never see those. And the last of the games back here. That one looks cool. Don't know what it's about though. And that's it for those trades. Bam!
Got a lot of cool stuff today at Double Jump. Let's start on this side with some PS2 and 3DS. Moving on into some boxed NES, which is always cool to see. They're all in pretty good shape too, which is, don't see that every day, especially when a whole collection, collection's a strong word there. I think it was like 5 or 6 things, but still, they were all in good condition. I always like to see the Slugfest games. Those were always pretty fun. I never could play M games, so the fact you could just like run up and hit the pitcher if he threw the ball at you as a batter was pretty funny to me. Got some Pokemon. Ooh, Banjo-Kazooie, that's a VHS. Threw me off for a second. Got some strategy guides. Looks like an accessory for Analog Pocket. Moving on into some Game Boy stuff there. Ooh, a couple good little things. 007, Some of All Fears. Oh, that looks cool. I like how that, let's see if the glare kind of does it, but I like how it looks like the stained glass. That's pretty cool. Got some collector's edition for the Switch. A lot more VHS, which is good that we made a bunch of room earlier because we're running a little short there. Got some PS4, Elden Ring. Beat all of the DLC on Elden Ring. Never really beat the end boss. Don't want to say who it is in case you haven't had it spoiled for you, but it's a little difficult. I might have a friend hop in and help me. We also got this cool Japanese N64. I think that's about it. Hope you guys are all having a good week, and I'll see you next time.
Happy Friday, everyone. Starting off, we're going to show the handheld games that we got in. We also got some of the manuals in for these as well. Some of them match the games, some of them don't. Still cool to get a bunch of these in. I love seeing manuals. I love like reading little tidbits and facts. We also got a boxed N64 accessory, forgot the word for a second, as well as just a box only for GoldenEye. PS2 titles, import Kirby game. Resident Evil 2 came in. That's going to get a case replacement because it's all cracked before it goes out. And then got some 3DS and DS games. Some of these were our cases where we paired it up with loose cartridges that someone traded in. Another Rule of Rose soundtrack, which is insane that we have 2 of them now. I know that Cooper is itching to keep one. And then these are almost all from a single trade-in from a customer. It was a first-time customer actually, which was really cool. All the Super Nintendo games. They also brought in most of the handheld stuff. And then we got more anime. There are some anime ones that sold before we could even show them. So unfortunately, I didn't get to show those. This Robotech set, these 2 discs get heavily scratched if you put it into the box set. So the original owner went ahead and printed these artworks and put them in cases on the side. And we're gonna do that as well, just so we avoid any scratching that happens. Nice little Castlevania figure, Lost Planet figure, the sticker ball, which is going a little insane. These really cool anniversary editions of Studio Ghibli things. They're the movies, and then it is a essay book, a soundtrack, and they're so cool. I wish I could keep these, I could have them, but then I would have to have them all look like this. So I don't want them. And then right over here, we have a factory sealed Mobile Fighter Gundam box set. Price is insane. And then we have some of our other DVDs and Blu-rays that came in. More DS titles. This is just our filler stuff that came in. As you can see, the cases are a little bit dirty. We wipe those off, you know, and change the cases out after. That's like the last thing that we do before they go out. What is that? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for PS1 factory sealed. Then a bunch of PS2 titles. And we're gonna end it with filler Xbox One, PS4, Halo, and Assassin's Creed.